Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday to everyone. I'm coming to make a video to ask Roz a couple questions. Yesterday, when you did your last night live, you changed the amounts of how you were going to run your Christmas program. So it really brings to my attention that you really have dipped into that money because you're doing the math and trying to make it make sense, but pointing the finger at someone else for the reason why you keep changing these amounts and how many families you're going to help. No one has anything to do with the money that you put in your bank account. You say it's for a Christmas fund, but then you want to use the word dues. So, which is it? Then I have another question. How do you feel that it's okay to pay your moderators out of donation money that should be going to the families? When you're blessing your moderators, you come out of your own pocket, not out of your subscribers' pockets. You see, you're not helping anybody. That's not helping somebody. You're bamboozling them, hoodwinking them, pulling the wool over their eyes, and they're falling for it. Because there's no way that you would have been able to tell me that you're paying your moderators out of our donation money that should be going to help families. So you got to make that make sense for me, because don't you feel that's wrong? You're taking away from the children, grandchildren, and whoever else is going to benefit from this that's in need of help. Your moderators became your moderators due to you putting them on the job. So no one else should have to pay for them. I'm sorry. Then 2, you're supposed to be, 3, I'm sorry about that. You're supposed to be letting everything go and having a turn of events, and life is going to be different, and we're not going to talk about negativity anymore. You say Sharita's stalking you. Well, if Sharita's stalking you, what do you think you've been doing to Latrice for almost 2 years? You've been nothing but a stalker, watching every move of her life and calling it a case study. I think you're more of a stalker than anyone. And it's sad. You can't accept responsibility for your own actions, and that you once again are still like an immature child, pointing the finger at everyone instead of turning that finger around and pointing it at yourself. You know, you're on the live last night and you're supposed to be having a new leaf and turning things over, and things are going to be different. But at the same time, you're begging, saying, please, please, please go unfollow Sharita and don't tune into her, is what you were pretty much asking. If you're supposed to be turning over this new leaf and everything's going to be different, it shouldn't matter who grown folks watch. Because I believe, even though they don't act like it, I believe everyone on this app, in this sector, are grown. They have a mind of their own. They should be able to form opinions on their own. But you were begging, pretty much, of them not to follow her anymore. That's hateful, jealous, and sad. Because somewhere you're jealous that she's still getting the support that you thought would go away when you threw her under the bus. Now, I don't support Sharita. You know, that's not an issue of mine. But I see you have an issue with other people supporting her. That's how we know when you so-called stop your friendship with her or wanted to dismiss her and remove yourself. It had other motives. It wasn't because she was messing up your channel. It had other motives. Because like I say all the time, you are a calculated person. You're not dumb by any means. You know what you be doing. And that's signs of a narcissist. That's signs of a scammer. That's signs of someone that will get over on people for a buck. Because once again, your life is nothing but material things, nothing of substance. You did all that bragging, all that talking heavy last night, you know, but at the same time, displaying that you're unraveling. And I don't know what makes you think you're a superstar. You think you are Queen Sheba. You really do. Those people have blown your head up. And the money has did nothing but make you a greedy person. You're built off of greed. Everything that's going on around here is all about the almighty dollar. You can't be trusted. You can't be trusted at all. And for your supporters, they're just as mean and messy as you because they encourage you to go and talk about people, to dog people out, to run people's name in the mud. You know, that's not a sisterhood to me. Because as a sister, I want my sister to tell me what's right from wrong and not encourage me to do things that are wrong or hype me up and be my hype man to get me going on some ignorant BS. So your people don't mean you no good, just as well as you don't mean them no good. Yeah, you got the support. They give it to you because they love this mess. They love this drama. They love this. They are mean girls too. Most people in the world now are just angry for no reason, just mad at the world. And that's what you got. A lot of mad at the world, evil women following you. So while you saying you want certain things to get out of your presence, you need to just leave YouTube alone. Because that's all you got is pure evilness floating all around you, and the energy is bad. The energy isn't good at all. And I want to see how long you stay on this kick of the new leaf and doing better. Because we've heard it all before, and you'll be right back at it. And even if you're not beating Sharita down, you're somewhere beating somebody else down and judging their life when you are not judge nor jury. You don't have the right to judge other people's lives when you can't even be transparent about your own. You can't be honest to save your life. Every word comes out your mouth is calculated and a lie. No one believes you. And like I said, you're on borrowed time, ma'am. You're going down. You're not going to stay up forever. So like I say, you better save your ducats and enjoy it, because you're going to be just back to the same old rise you was before you started coming for Latrice. before you start coming for her and made a name off of her back, which I tell you once again, you should thank her, because it wouldn't be no Roz if it wasn't no Latrice Allen. So you need to thank her, Rosalind Knight, and let her know how much you appreciate her. And while you're giving out some of those funds, throw her a few bucks, because you sure made the money off her back, and she deserves it. But I just really wanted to know, how did you think that it was okay to pay your moderators out of donation or dues money or whatever? Dues, I guess you probably can, because they were giving that to you. But donation money, how do you think that works? That don't work. You pay them out your own pocket. The money they gave is to help families for Christmas. And like I say, no one's going to truly know what they're going to get until the time comes and you give it out, because you have changed the number of the amount as well as the number of families that you're going to help. So no one's going to really know. You know, that's why you should keep your mouth closed. And the way you're talking, money ain't adding up to when you said you had 8K. So no one can believe that you had less than 8K or more than 8K. No one knows what you have and what you've been picking at and bought your car with and sent your daughter to college. You know, you made a way, didn't you? Off of other people's back. You made a way. And if they want to support you and help you, so be it. They like it, I love it. But it couldn't be me. And it wouldn't be me. Because I am a grown woman that acts accordingly. You're sad, Roz. You are truly sad. And I just wanted to come and make that point, that you're begging your subscribers to not follow people. You're clicking up. I mean, y'all over there acting like y'all good bosom buddies. You got don't, and you got pink hearts. You got, first it was orange and purple hearts. Now you got pink and purple hearts. You guys are so confused and mixed up and crazy that it don't make no sense at all. This is not a sisterhood. This is all things that are built off of evil, hateful people. That's it. That's it, and that's all. You can build as many of them as you want to. You got number 2 out here, sisterhood or your sister club or whatever your stuff is, number 2. Well, guess what? It ain't gonna be no better, because y'all still doing the same stuff that you were doing in the first one. So you might as well have kept the first one, because people are still gonna infiltrate and get up in there some kind of way. And people change their mind like they change their draws. So one minute they'll be liking you, Roz, and then the next minute they'll be telling all your little secrets you got going on up in there. And I'm here for it. I am totally here for it. I'm not a messy person, but I want to really see your day. I don't hate you, but I sure dislike you. As a woman, as a mother, as a human being, as a friend, these are all things that, as you say, people have dropped the ball on. You dropped the ball as well. You dropped the ball as well. You're just as phony, fake as can be. And it sucks to be you. And that shade room stuff didn't make no, you was really flattered over that. Even though they said some bad stuff about you, called you a scammer, you was so flattered by that. Girl, that ain't even the real shade room look like to me. You ain't made it nowhere. You just somebody here on these raggedy YouTube streets where a bunch of nonsense is always circulating. So I'm not going to stay long again. This is another short video. But I had those questions. How do you think it's okay to pay your moderators out of donation money Then, two, if you're turning over a new leaf, what does it matter if other people support or follow Sharita and anyone else? What does it matter to you? Long as you're still getting your support, that's all that matters, right? So you still being petty. And you really think you got mind control, because ain't no way you gonna be able to tell me who I can go watch or view, whether I support them or not. You know? So that goes to show you ain't changed and you're not changing. Then when you said you had started processing refunds, but you had just got in from work 30 minutes prior and you were getting yourself comfortable, girl, that sound, do you hear yourself? Do you hear yourself? How did you just walk in the door 30 minutes ago and you're getting on live, but you've been processing refunds? You started processing refunds. But let you tell it, you had been at work and had work to do. Which is it? Do you work or don't you work? You ain't got a lie to kick it. You ain't got a lie to kick it, honey. You know? Like I say, you're always good at wanting to make yourself seem like you're better than others. In any kind of way, whether it's with a lie or with the truth, you're going to turn your nose down at somebody when you don't have the right to. You don't have the right at all. But those were the questions. Do you think it's okay to be begging other people, saying, please, 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 is what I heard, not to support or follow or give views to somebody else? That's not your business. That's not your business, as long as they still supporting you. And you want folks to be so super loyal to you, as you say. But how you want somebody to be loyal to you when you can't be loyal to nobody? You don't know what loyalty is. That's a rare commodity these days in this world. Having loyalty, honorable people, respectful people, because I don't respect you. I don't respect your crowd neither. Because you all are about nothing but nonsense. And so since you're not talking about Rita, who's next on your list? Because please leave Latrice alone. And I'm just being honest. Leave her and her family alone, because she's not studying you, so you should not be worried about what she got going on any longer, since you're turning over this new leaf. When you're turning over this new leaf and going to do better, that should be for everyone that you have downgraded, slandered, and talked about, not just Sharita. But you looking at Miss Allen as money. Well, guess what? That's a poor excuse of a woman to try to make a buck off another woman's back. Stand up, honey. Stand up. Be a stand-up woman. And show that there's other things that you could talk about, other content that you can bring that doesn't have to always be surrounded by negativity and talking about people. So I'm done with this video, but you got to make some things make sense, honey, because they don't make no sense. And you still were being petty when it's all said and done. You were talking a good game, like you always do. It's a lot of folks is on here that can talk a good game and run amok on people with the big words and the proper talking and all of this and that, you know, but ain't worth the money that the name was printed on, the paper that the name was printed on, you know. But you have a blessed day. And make sure you make that make sense. And make sure you do have a spectacular Christmas giveaway. Like you said, you going all out. I can't wait to see it. It's a blessing to help other people. So you all have a wonderful day. And to my supporters, I hope you are all having a blessed day, a prosperous day. And you are truly, truly appreciated. I thank you all, and I'll be back with more content. Hit the like, share, subscribe button, and cut on your post notifications for my next post. Make it a good one. God bless.